to a plethora of newspapers and magazines, the latest newspapers and magazines. And from time to time, we also offer to our users trial access to newer resources so that we can get hold of your interest and your feedback. If the resources are useful, maybe we could consider subscribing them in the future. And then we have access to writing support tools like Grammarly, which help you to rephrase your academic writing, be it your term papers or your research papers or thesis or any kind of writing. And then there are reference management tools which help you to manage your references while doing your research. When you build up a database of resources during your literature search and in your research, you can store in a strategic manner very safely by using these reference managers. One is EndNote Web. This is a web edition. And then there is Mendeley and Zotero. Our staff members will be able to help you with all these resources, any kind of technical support or even introduction to this resource or how to use it. And then there is the most important plagiarism detection tool. One we have is Turnitin, and then there's another product called Original. Most of you are given access to both the products and you can use both the platforms, and wherein you can submit your term papers and assignments and the papers that you intend to publish, because you have to run it through these plagiarism detection tools compulsorily. It is mandatory for you to run it through these tools, because the publishing industry and your supervisors are wary of the copy paste culture, and it is very natural that you wouldn't do it intentionally, but unintentionally, when you borrow some content from some resource, it needs to be cited properly, because it's a hard-earned work of somebody, and somebody's hard work has to be definitely cited and the credit has to be given. You would expect the same with your own self when somebody else starts citing your work, right? That is the reason why you should be very careful when borrowing ideas and references from others' works. And then, as I said, when you go off campus, outside of this campus, you can always access your own home resources, that is your IIT Jodhpur resources, using your credentials to log into remote access platform and happily browse through your resources instead of having to depend on us to download and send you the papers that you would require during your work outside. And then there are other useful resources which are listed on our website, which you can access without any difficulty and any credentials, because they are already in the open domain, right? Yeah. Now, if you have already gotten your library membership, that's very good. If you haven't yet gotten your library membership, I would urge you to visit the library website where we have linked up our membership registration form. Please fill it up and send it to us. It would come to us and we would create your membership, right? And then please visit the library in person and get your biometric fingerprint registered with your library. Now, once your library membership is created, what will it do to you? How do you derive the most of this as a benefit? So when you become the library member, first thing you would get is access to this range of tools, because these tools require you to use your credentials, either your email credentials or LDAP credentials or the credentials that have been specified by the product providers. So you would get access to the plagiarism detection tools, that is Turnitin and Original. These are the first ones in your journey, starting from your PG till PhD onwards, PhD until you finish your PhD, and in your academic journey, you would be continuously needing requirement of plagiarism detection tool. And as I said, off-campus access, this also runs on credentials. You have to log into this credential, log into this product, and then access the library resources. And Grammarly, wherein you have to register yourself, and even to use the SciFinder N, you would require a registration. We will help you through this. And then your library membership also helps you to come to the library and borrow books, that is the print books. For borrowing print books, you will have to come to the library, browse through the collections and pick up your books. You could do it across the counter or you could do it across the self-checkout kiosks. We have, you don't have to depend on us. If you're able to do your self-service, you can check out at the kiosk and drop back the books at the library gate. We have a drop box. You could put your books in the drop box and they would be returned automatically. Then log on to our library website. There you would find what is your privilege. I mean privilege in the sense how many books you can borrow at a time, how many times you can renew the books that are borrowed by you, and what would be the overdue charges that could accrue to your account in case you fail to return the books on time, right? And also the online catalog of the library is linked up on our website. So let me tell you quickly that PG students are entitled to borrow 5 books at a time and the period of loan is 14 days. You can renew your books once, that is just before the due date occurs. You can send in a renew notice, you can respond to the renew notice, or you can come to the library and renew the book and take it back for another set of 14 days. And the research scholars, the PhD students, are entitled to borrow 6 books and the period of loan is 30 days. The PhD scholars can renew the books twice. After that, you will have to return and wait for a period. If there is a reservation on the book by somebody else, it goes to the person who has placed a reservation or the person who is wanting to borrow that book. Otherwise, you can reissue, you can issue afresh, right? I hope I'm clear until now. There's no breakage in the communication, right? Can somebody give me a heads up? Right, thank you. That helps. So these things I have told you what is available in the library, right? I'll walk you through the website. Just give me a minute to complete these important points. Now you would have a question on mind. What happens when you do the literature search or you do something, you do your research, you would find some research papers or a reference of a book that may not be available in the library collection. Then what? Do not panic. We will help you out. We have the standard set of services in the library which are called document delivery service or document supply service, wherein we provide to you the legitimate legal copies of those articles which are not available to you by way of the campus access or the library access. Supposing if the library is unable to subscribe to some resource, because it is not possible that any library can subscribe to the the resources, each and every resource in the world. So what we'll do is we'll borrow from our sister concerns, we'll borrow from other libraries. We have a very good network of professional librarians out there from the other IITs, from the other ICERs or CFTIs or universities in India or abroad. Our networks are very strong. Please don't resort to illegal sources. We urge you, we request you to place a request with us when I say, we have a turnaround ratio of turnaround percentage of 95% of success rate in helping out the students and the users, faculty or the staff in getting these resources. I am not exaggerating. It is always good to stick to the legal ways of legitimate ways of getting the resources. Ask us and we'll we will toil tooth and nail to get you a copy of what you require. In case of books that are not available in our library, yes, please use the forms that are available on the library website. Request us, place a request with us and we will try our best to get you the book in print form, or we would borrow an e-form of the book or that chapter. We will definitely help you out in getting a copy of the required source. Now, let me quickly introduce you to my colleagues we are a team of 8 members. I'll introduce you to 6 of them so that right now you can quickly get in touch with them, and so that you don't lose time. When you know my colleagues, who's doing what or who's to be contacted for what, the turnaround time would efficiently reduce and your query will be fast resolved. So for anything related to journal resources, writing tools, plagiarism detection support, any technical difficulties in accessing these resources, please contact Kamlesh Patel. His telephone number and the email ID, everything is linked up on the website. Please do drop into the library. Everybody, you'll find everybody in library and you can always contact them in person. I assure you that you would get friendly service and in-time service. Whatever is within our control, we will immediately help you out. Anything related to library membership, library facilities, books, all these things, you can reach out to Mr. Chunni Chatwani. Then these article requests, those things which are not covered under our subscription, where we need to borrow stuff for you for article requests and book borrowing requests from other libraries, and for creating your ORCID ID. ORCID ID is something I urge every one of you to create, because that is one unique ID which will take you a long way in your life and it will remain with you forever in the journey of your research. Since you are all starting with your PG and PhD journeys, this is one unique ID which will stay with you and becomes your unique identity for your research endeavors. Every publisher insists upon producing your ORCID ID when you start submitting papers for publications. So understand what is the importance of ORCID ID, how to create, and how to link it up on your website and what can be done with it, and how to search on Scopus and Web of Science, and how to get the best out of Scopus and Web of Science. All these things my colleague Amit Soni will be able to help you. When I say pinpointedly, these folks will be able to help you. It doesn't mean that others will not be able to help you in these matters, but yeah, they are adept at this and others also can help you. For focused and specific queries, please reach out to them. You would find Atul Pal for quick reference at the library at the physical premises. In accessing books in print and electronic, if you find any difficulty in self-service kiosk or across the circulation counter, if you have any doubts in registering the biometric or the RFID or borrowing related queries or overdues, how to pay the overdue fines, how to get your no dues done, Atul will be able to help you. Then there is a course reserve section in the library wherein there are 2 copies of prescribed textbooks that are kept in reserve section. They are not available for borrowing, but you are able to consult them in the premises. You can sit there, you can consult the books and leave them there. You can't borrow them because they are reserved collection, right? And there are a few computers for those just entering the library and want to browse some resources, and maybe your mobile is not working properly, or you would just want to sit there and do some work. There are some computers in the digital library section. You can always use that. Any difficulty in using that section, there are a few magazines also and newspapers also in that section. Rinkesh Mangalji will be able to help you. You can reach out to him in case of any difficulty in that section. And for whatever doesn't fit anywhere else, I am always available here in the office of library. I have another set of wonderful colleagues. I'll be introducing them to you in the due course of time, right? And now you would be having a lot of questions on mind. How can I do this? How can I do that? How can I borrow books? How can I find my books? How can I, starting with how can I, where do I? So seek support. We have a dedicated support mechanism. Please mail to support_library or call on this number, and there's a wonderful AI-enabled chatbot on the library website. We have fed some standard questions into the knowledge bank of the chatbot, and we request you, we urge you to start using it so that the knowledge bank starts building up. And I shall assure you that it gives wonderful answers. And please start asking the questions and contribute to the knowledge bank. And then there's a FAQ section on the library website. We try to link up some questions from the user point of view. These are some standard questions we try to answer. Please help us by giving us more questions and asking us more questions. So now, before I open up the floor for questions, I will quickly take you to the library website. Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah. So, library.iitj.ac.in, this is our library website where we are sitting. This is the chat bot. I hope you are able to see this. We are here, right? This is the chat bot. And you can start interacting with her. This is the library catalog. You can enter any keyword here. Let's say sensors, right? When you pull down the menu, there's a keyword search, there's title search. If you know the precise title, you can enter the title. If you know precisely the author, you can enter the author or subject. There's something called International Standard Book Number. Search also happens through the International Standard Book Number. It's a 10 or 13-digit number. And then there's call number, which is specific to the libraries. Call number is the number that is a subject-wise classification number that we use to arrange the books. So you can simply search using the keyword, title or author. When you search this, it takes you to the library OPAC, that is online public access catalog. While that fetches you results, I'll quickly take you back to this page. So this catalog results, it gives you results of print materials, that is the print books, and the e-books that we acquire, and also the journals. So this is the search results, wherein you would find the keyword sensors occurring in the titles of the books that we have. For example, Smart CMOS image sensors and applications, Handbook of Modern Sensors, so on and so forth. So once you click on these fields, you would know where is it available, whether it is available for loan, whether it is a print copy or electronic copy, or is it issued to somebody, or is it available on the stacks. So I suggest you that you explore this catalog and try your hands at it. You can also log into your account. This window, it helps you, it allows you to log in using your login and password. You can seek help of library to get your login and password. When you log in, what happens is it shows you what are all the books that you have borrowed from the library, and also the history, those books which you have borrowed on return, and if there are any overdues in your account, that would also show up. So this gives you access to your library account. Just try your hands at this catalog, you would understand, and come down and visit us in case of more specific queries. So this is about the catalog, and then there are resources, online resources, full text journals. When you click here on full text journals, it takes you to this page. Once. This page. So this page is A to Z listing of all the resources that the library has subscribed. For example, ACM Digital Library. This takes you to the ACM, that is the American, the Association of Computing Machinery. This is meant for the computer science students. This is a resource which is mostly used by the computer science students. When you expand here, you would get a explanation of, the description of all the resources. ACM Digital Library, which is majorly used by computer science students. American Chemical Society, it has a large number of journals published by ACS. This is majorly used by the chemistry and chemical engineering students. And for physics students, there is AIP, that is American Institute of Physics, and American Physical Society. It gives you, when you click here for the list of journals, it takes you to that particular page. Likewise, there is civil engineering, mechanical engineering, standards, and there are some single journal titles like Bulletin of Seismological Society of America, which is used by the civil engineering students. And then there is this Cambridge University Press. It has resources in many areas. Right now, what we have is Journal of Fluid Mechanics, which is a flagship journal for the mechanical engineers, and one journal is Perspectives on Politics. And then we have ebook resources listed out here. When you click here, you would go to the ebooks page of Cambridge University Press that have been bought by us, and you can see if your title is available there. So this is a long list, A to Z listing of all the resources that we subscribe in the library. You can access from here. What you don't find here, please feel free to ask us. Coming back to this page, full text journals, ebooks, as I said, we have ebooks in these categories from these publishers. There are more also. We are yet to update the page. Cambridge University Press, Expo ebook collection, and ProQuest ebook central. These two resources are these are aggregators platform. You would find many publishers' books on these platforms, and you can actually read them on screen, right? There are research databases, as I said earlier, Scopus, Web of Science. These two are meant for citation and indexing. Please come down and understand more of it from us. We can help you if you want dedicated sessions to understand the best use of these resources and the value of these resources. Please talk to us and let us know. We can arrange for sessions. We can sit with you and give you a more focused view of these resources. Right? Now, what I was saying about the resources that are not available through our subscriptions, when you would want to have, when you would want to read a particular paper that is not available through our subscription, go here in the online forms, click here to fill the form, article request form. Please use this. When you use this, this form pops up, and please enter these details like what is the title of the document you are referring to. For example, application of sensors in biometrics. That could be the title of the article authored by, let's say, John Doe or somebody. That's the name of the article. Name of the publication refers to the journal, let's say Journal of Sensors, and in which year it has been published, volume number, issue number. These things when you fill in, and source URL, that is where did you find this reference, either the digital object identifier, that is DOI, or the source, the website where you found this paper, but you are not able to see the full text, just copy paste that and submit it. The moment we receive your request, we'll act upon it. Usually the turnaround time for giving you the copies of articles would be typically 24 hours to 48 hours, right? And in case if it is not found anywhere, it's a very old article, let's say, we would require a little more time to reach out to the exact library which has this holding and scan it for you and bring it forth to you. Right? That is in case of the articles and papers. Now, when it comes to books that may not be available in our library and you would want to read one, you can always click here. This is the interlibrary loan form. Similarly, you fill out the details of the book that you want. You write your details and title of the book, author, publisher, ISBN, etc. from wherever you are picking up the source. Humanities and social sciences. I can do that. Just give me a second. Let me finish the overview. Yeah, and library membership form, please click here and get your membership. These were the things, and let me quickly go back if I have skipped something. All right. So now what I'll do is, please unmute yourself and you can start asking questions, and let me see how best I can answer you today. Yes. Are they able to unmute? Humanities and social sciences is a very large area. What I can tell you is you can find your resources. Okay, you can't unmute. Are they not able to unmute? Samia. All right, let's not waste time. I'll read your chat messages. Right. I understand. Business management is available in Business Source Ultimate. Elsevier Science Direct is another platform where you would probably find some resources of your interest. You're not able to access OPAC. Please check your network connection. See, most of you, I think there is some issue with accessing some of the URLs listed out here. I'll request you to kindly contact the computer center to figure out this issue. I have seen many students, coming up to us and saying that they are not able to access these pages while we are able to do this with and without the campus network. Please get your network connection once checked with the computer center. Even then, if it is not solved, let us check. Yeah. Find your institution. IIT Jodhpur is not appearing for Cambridge. Yes, that is happening because of your network issue. Please check because you might not be on the campus network. Masters in Design. Are there any design books in library? They need to be, your faculty members need to suggest to us for getting the design books. Please ask your faculty members to suggest the books because we need the faculty members to tell us the names of the books to acquire. Kindly ask your faculty members to suggest the books. The moment they let us know, we will put them in process for acquisition. Going back to humanities and social sciences, Emerald journals. Are you able to see here? Emerald journals is one set of journals, one set of hundreds of journals, wherein you would find HSS related stuff. And then, as I said, EPRF India Time series is statistics in humanities and social sciences. There is Gale Archive. Gale Archive is one thing for humanities. And Harvard Business Review. Human Affairs. This is HSS. Indian Journal of Gerontology. That is for psychology, the gerontology. India Stat is a statistics database which is majorly used by HSS. ISID, that is Institute for Studies in Industrial Development. This is related with social sciences and industrial development. And Journal of Fandom Studies, Studies in South Asian Film and Media. JSTOR. JSTOR is a moving wall collection. It has a lot of collections in humanities and social sciences. This is a wonderful archival collection. Please explore this. MIT Sloan Management Review for management students. And Oxford University Press Journals. This is another wonderful resource for humanities and social sciences. Project Muse. This is another excellent platform for humanities and social sciences. Project Muse has hundreds and thousands of journals in the area of the linguistics, humanities, arts, social sciences, performing arts, and possibly design also. As far as Masters in Design is concerned, let us allow us a little time to check through our subscribed resources for specific design journals. As far as books are concerned, I reiterate, kindly request your faculty members to suggest the list of books to be acquired for you. And South Asia Archive is another resource where you can find some HSS resources. Springer is 1700 plus journals platform wherein you will have access to some of the HSS stuff also. And of course, then there is Taylor and Francis, which is a flagship publisher of HSS journals. We have two major collections in Taylor and Francis. One is Humanities and Social Sciences collection, dedicated collection for HSS, and Science and Technology. The Economist And a few of the journals in YLA, this which is occurring in W, there are a few of them. Just check if something interests you. So this is about HSS. Any more specific queries? Mine is the new course, Masters in Design. Are there any design books in library also? Yeah. Even in student membership form, there was no option for MDes. We'll add it. We'll add it. Thank you. Thank you for drawing our attention to it. Yeah, right now you can choose the other option and go ahead, and please allow us some time to add this option. What is the username and password for using Turnitin? Yeah, please write to us. Actually, once you write to us, your membership gets created. You write to us, you'll get your Turnitin account. Can you please show how can I access Springer link? All right, let me check what it is. Continue. This is a book. So what we have access to in Springer is the journals. And as far as books are concerned, we have access to only those books which have been recommended by the faculty members to acquire. So please understand the basic difference between journals and books. Books are once published, they are forever. But journals are a series of articles stringed in terms of issues, volumes and issues which are continuously published, and they are the primary source of information when as far as research is concerned. Right? Books are secondary source of information. So this is a book. If you need this book, either your faculty member has to request for buying a copy of this, to acquire a copy of this in the library, or if we are not able to buy for some reason, your faculty member doesn't recommend, or there are no, for whatever reason, we will see if we can borrow from somewhere. Whether we have to log in to original with Institute ID, we don't have IITJ option. Please write to us and you'll get your original ID. Also, can you share the presentation of Sumita ma'am? Yes. I remember this. We are putting it up on the library website. We remember this. Please allow us a couple of days. By maximum Tuesday, you will get her presentation. That's done. Sure. How can I access this? What is this? Okay, ACM Digital Library. What is this? Okay, let's see. Exploring regular expression usage and content in Python. So this is published in Proceedings of the 25th International Symposium on Software Testing and Analysis. Click on the PDF. I clicked on the PDF. It says open with Firefox, my browser, right? So this is the full text. In case if you are not able to access for some reason, once again, I repeat, please have your internet connection, the connection through which the network properties of your system that you're using checked by the computer center. Yes. Why they are not able to unmute? Right. What else? Any more questions? Can I try to unmute all? Yes, I've unmuted. So let me this presentation. Are you able to unmute yourself? Now please check. Right. Who had this question, whether AI chat will be able to guide us for journal access? Please try, no? We have tried with our prompts. Just like how ChatGPT we are all exploring, we are also exploring this AI chatbot. Please try with the prompts. If it doesn't answer to your heart's content, please come to us. I'm not able to get the option of downloading PDF. It's asking for access. Yes. So, yes. For this, you will have to talk to the computer center guys, networking guys. Because it is accessible. See, when we get access to the resources, no, it is enabled across the IP ranges of the institute. Everybody can access. There's something to do with your internet, internet connection. Then unmute Yashwant. I tried doing it. Yes, I think I've unmuted, but he has muted himself. Fine. I have submitted the library membership form. What is the next step? Will I get a library card? As of now, we are not giving library cards because the card which you get from the Office of Security or the student's office is nothing but one single card. The major step for you is to, after filling the membership form, please come down to library and get your biometric fingerprint registered. That is one unique ID which serves the purpose of library. Using that, you will be able to issue all the books and do all the transactions. That is all you need to do. All right. Samia, did I answer your question? All right. Whether access to library resources after this journey with IITJ. What I understand from your question is you are trying to ask, once you get off IITJ after your graduation, will you be able to access library resources? Am I getting you correct, Yashwant? We'll try to. We'll figure out. That's actually a policy decision which has to be taken in coordination with the alumni committee. So once you become the alumni, what are all the things that we will be able to provide you access with is one thing that we need to decide it as a policy matter, but we are accessible. As human beings, as your librarians, we are accessible. Ask us for anything. We'll be happy to serve you. That I can assure without, what is in my control, I can answer you now. We'll be happy to answer you. We'll be happy to serve you. All right. What else? Any more questions related to the resources? Please raise your hand or give me a chat prompt so that I can try and unmute you if you want to speak up. Dedicated sessions. Can you give us prompts? Can you give us topics that you would want us to cover in dedicated sessions, because what I did today is just an overview. This won't be enough because reference management tools in themselves are a big topic. There are three kinds of reference managers that we use here in IITJ. There are many more. How to use them effectively and what to choose for what. If you want help, we need dedicated sessions for that. And how to access ebooks, how to find your ebooks, how to find your journal articles, how to do a literature search, and how to use any other tool, any academic tool, or how to use Grammarly to the best of the possible extent, how not to get into the trap of plagiarism. These are all the, the hotcake topics. Please let us know what you want to hear from us, or dedicated sessions as focus group interactions. We'll be happy to serve you. We'll take out time and we will sit with you to help you out. So if we don't have any more questions, should we call it a day? Did I miss any questions? Academic writing sessions. Right. Academic writing sessions. Yes, definitely. We'll do that. We'll do that and we'll repeat them. Every couple of months, we will definitely help you out with these. We'll get the experts. We'll start with whatever we are able to do, and we'll get the experts also for you. Here we have noted down your request for academic writing sessions. Yeah. 5:59 and 1 more minute to go to 6. Yes, it's 6 o'clock. Thank you so much for your kind and patient hearing to me. And let me see how many participants today. Reduced to 14. All right. We'll put up the recording if possible. So let's see. Please feel free to drop down to library. We are always available here. And you need not be always, online or by email. We are available here. Please come and visit us. And feel free to talk to us. Thank you so much. See you. Have a good day ahead and have a great weekend.